Welcome back to the channel Coins Master. Could you be holding a tiny fortune in your pocket change? Imagine this, just a simple dime, a coin so small yet potentially worth thousands. The 1971 Roosevelt dime is a true hidden treasure in American numismatics. Some rare specimens have fetched $7,000 or more, and today, we'll uncover why. Stay with me as we dive deep into its history, errors, values, and what makes certain dimes stand out. Make sure to watch until the end. You won't want to miss this incredible story of rare coins. Before we discuss the incredible value of the 1971 Roosevelt dime, let's take a moment to appreciate the history of the Roosevelt dime itself. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, just 1 year after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The U.S. Mint honored him by placing his portrait on the 10-cent coin due to his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. More importantly, he played a major role in founding the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio, a disease Roosevelt himself battled. Designed by John R. Sinek, the dime's design has remained largely unchanged since 1946, featuring Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and an olive branch, torch, an oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing peace, liberty, and strength. Fast forward to 1971, when the U.S. Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes. The Denver Mint alone struck 753,113,860 dimes with the D Mint mark. Now, with such a high mintage, you might think this coin is common. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all dimes are created equal. Certain factors, such as errors, minting mistakes, and exceptional high-grade specimens, can turn a regular 1971 D dime into a valuable collector's piece. The most sought-after ones can fetch prices upwards of $7,000. But what makes them special? Let's break it down. Now, let's talk about what truly makes the 1971 D Roosevelt dime valuable: rare errors and minting oddities. Here are some of the key ones collectors dream about. Full bands, FB, dimes, coins with fully struck, well-defined bands on the torch are very rare for this year. Finding a full band's 1971 D dime in high grade could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. If you find a 1971 D dime where the design is off-center by 10% to 50%, it could be worth $50 to $500, depending on severity. Double die obverse, DDO, or reverse, DDR. Look for doubling on the words liberty, in God we trust, or Roosevelt's portrait. Missing mint mark error. If a 1971 D dime accidentally lacks the D mint mark, it could be a significant mint error worth hundreds. Clipped planchet error. This happens when a part of the coin is missing due to a miscut planchet. Values range from $50 to over $500. If you're hunting for a rare and valuable 1971 D Roosevelt dime, here's what to check for: condition and grading. Coins graded MS65 and above are rare. Those graded MS67 plus with full bands are worth the most. Strike quality. Weak or worn out strikes reduce value, while sharp, well-defined coins can bring thousands. Errors and oddities. Always inspect under magnification to spot minor details that could mean big money. Mint luster. Uncirculated dimes with their original shine are far more desirable to collectors. Now for the big question: how much has a 1971 D Roosevelt dime actually sold for? So, the lesson here is, don't overlook your pocket change. Your next spare dime could be a hidden jackpot. If you think you've found a valuable 1971 D Roosevelt dime, here's where you can sell it: eBay and heritage auctions, great for competitive bidding and high prices. Coin shows and dealers. Get expert evaluations from professional numismatists. PCGS and NGC grading services. Having your coin graded and certified can increase its value significantly. Online coin collecting communities. Places like CoinTalk, Reddit, and Facebook groups can connect you with buyers. So there you have it, folks. The 1971 D Roosevelt dime might seem like just another small coin, but in the right condition and with the right errors, it can be worth a staggering $7,000 or more. Who knew such a tiny coin could hold such a massive value? Before you go, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more incredible coin discoveries. Also, let me know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy hunting, and may you find that hidden treasure in your pocket change. Could you be holding a hidden fortune in your pocket? Imagine a simple 1965 Roosevelt dime, something most people overlook, being worth a staggering $8,000. Yes, that's right. One of the most common coins in American history, yet certain rare varieties command thousands of dollars on the collector's market. But what makes the 1965 Roosevelt dime so special? Let's dive into the history, key factors, and secret details that could make your dime worth a small fortune. To understand why the 1965 Roosevelt dime holds special value, we need to go back to its origins. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, 1 year after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, in honor of his leadership and dedication to the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. It replaced the Mercury dime and was designed by John R. Sinek. For nearly 2 decades, these dimes were made of 90% silver. However, in 1965, everything changed. Due to a national silver shortage and rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint made a historic decision in 1965. They stopped using silver in dimes and quarters. Instead, they introduced a new clad composition made of copper nickel. This means that every regular 1965 dime should be made of this cheaper metal. However, mistakes at the mint led to some rare and valuable error coins. So, what makes a 1965 Roosevelt dime worth $8,000 or more? Let's explore the rarest varieties. This is the holy grail of 1965 dimes. Some dimes were mistakenly struck on leftover 1964 silver planchets instead of the new clad copper nickel ones. These coins look and feel different from regular 1965 dimes because they contain 90% silver. If you have one, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. How do you check? Simply weigh it. A regular 1965 dime should weigh 2.27 grams, while a silver one weighs 2.5 grams. If you find one, get it authenticated immediately. Another valuable error is the double die averse DDO, where the design was accidentally struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the words Liberty, or In God We Trust. Some of these error dimes have been auctioned for over $3,000. So, take a closer look at your 1965 dimes. You might be surprised by what you find. Collectors also seek out full bands dimes. These are coins that have perfectly struck torch bands on the reverse. Since most 1965 dimes were weakly struck, finding one with full bands can bring hundreds to thousands of dollars in premium value. Now, let's talk big money. Some 1965 dimes have fetched insane prices at auctions. The highest recorded sale for a 1965 silver Roosevelt dime was $8,000. Even high-grade normal 1965 dimes in mint state condition can sell for $500 to $1,500, depending on their rarity and condition. You may be wondering, how can I find one of these rare dimes? Here are some expert tips. Check your change. You never know when a valuable coin will pop up. Buy bank rolls of dimes and search through them. You might strike gold, or in this case, silver. Use a coin scale to check for the 2.5 gram silver dime. Invest in a magnifying glass to spot small details like doubling or full bands. Get professional grading if you think you have a valuable dime. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your find. So, could you have a valuable 1965 Roosevelt dime hiding in your collection? It's possible. These little coins have made collectors thousands of dollars, and there are still rare dimes waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and rare finds, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Don't forget to check your pocket change. You might just be holding a fortune. Coin collectors and treasure hunters, get ready because today we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and valuable dimes you may have hiding in your pocket change. The 1978 Roosevelt dime, a small yet mighty coin that could be worth up to $9,000. Could you be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it? Stay tuned as we uncover its history, rare errors, and what makes this dime so valuable in today's market. Before we talk about the incredible value of the 1978 Roosevelt dime, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his leadership and his role in the creation of the March of Dimes, an organization that fought against polio. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has remained a cornerstone of American currency. By 1978, the U.S. Mint was producing dimes in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S. The majority of these dimes were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, as silver had been phased out after 1964. However, some rare-era coins and special variations make certain 1978 Roosevelt dimes highly valuable today. Not all 1978 dimes are created equal. Some rare errors and unique conditions can make a standard dime worth thousands. Let's break down the key factors that determine whether your dime is a common coin or a jackpot find. No mint mark, Philadelphia strikes, rare condition. Most 1978 dimes from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark. While they are common in circulation, high-grade uncirculated examples can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. If you have a 1978 Philadelphia dime in MS67 or higher, it could be worth serious money. Full bands, FB, designation the big money maker. One of the biggest factors in a Roosevelt dime's value is whether it has what collectors call full bands or FB. This refers to the sharp horizontal lines on the torch on the reverse being fully struck and distinct. A 1978 dime with full bands and high grades can command over $1,000 or more at auction. Off-center strike's a collector's favorite. Ever seen a dime where part of the design looks cut off? That's called an off-center strike, and some extreme examples can sell for $500 to $3,000 depending on how much of the design is missing. Double die obverse, DDO, and reverse, DDR, the rarest of the rare. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, leading to noticeable doubling on letters or images. If you find a 1978 Roosevelt dime with a strong double die effect, you could be sitting on a coin worth over $9,000. Now let's talk numbers. How much have these dimes actually sold for? Recently, a 1978 Roosevelt dime in pristine condition with full bands sold for a jaw-dropping $9,000 at auction. Another high-grade MS68 example fetched over $5,000 due to its rarity and superior condition. So, how do you check if your 1978 Roosevelt dime is worth big bucks? Here's what you need to do: check the mint mark. If it's a Denver D or San Francisco S, check for special errors. Look at the reverse torch. Are the bands fully separated? If so, you may have a valuable coin. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling or off-center errors. Weigh your coin. Any dime that weighs differently than 2.27 grams may have been struck on a different planchet, making it highly valuable. Get it graded. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and help you fetch the best price. So, there you have it, folks. The 1978 Roosevelt dime might seem like just another piece of change, but if you're lucky enough to find one with the right features, it could be worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hidden in everyday pocket change, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You'll be holding a 1994 P. Roosevelt dime worth $1,000 without even realizing it? Imagine finding a simple 10-cent coin in your pocket change and later discovering it's worth a small fortune. In today's video, we are diving deep into the world of coin collecting, uncovering why this seemingly ordinary dime could be an incredibly valuable hidden gem. So, grab your magnifying glasses, and let's explore the history, rarity, errors, and market demand of the 1994 P. Roosevelt dime, one of the most sought-after dimes in the U.S. coin market today. Before we jump into its value, let's take a step back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. This new dime was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a major role in the fight against polio. The dime was chosen because of Roosevelt's strong association with the March of Dimes Foundation, which was instrumental in fighting the disease. Since its debut, the Roosevelt dime has remained a staple in American currency, undergoing several modifications in metal composition, minting techniques, and design refinements. The 1994 P. Roosevelt dime was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark. It was struck in large numbers, yet some rare and valuable variations exist, making some coins worth far more than their face value. Now, let's answer the million-dollar question, or rather, the $1,000 question: what makes a 1994 P. Roosevelt dime so valuable? Well, several factors can make this coin a collector's dream, and we are about to break it all down. Some of the most valuable 1994 P dimes have striking errors, including off-center strikes, double dies, misaligned dies, and full torch errors. These rare mistakes can cause their value to skyrocket in the collector's market. Coins graded MS67 and higher are extremely hard to find. The higher the grade, the more desirable the coin becomes. A 1994 P. Roosevelt dime with a perfect strike and flawless surface can command top dollar at auctions. Some of these dimes have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars in high-grade conditions. Collectors also look for coins with sharp, full details in the torch on the reverse. If a 1994 P dime has well-defined bands on the torch, it receives the full bands or full torch designation, making it significantly more valuable. So, what is the real market value of the 1994 P Roosevelt dime today? A circulated 1994 P dime is generally worth just face value, around 10 cents. But don't be discouraged, because the real money is in the high-grade specimens. A 1994 P Roosevelt dime graded MS66 or MS67 has sold for anywhere between $50 and $200. A MS68 full bands 1994 P dime can fetch up to $1,000 or more, making it an incredibly valuable find. In fact, some dimes with spectacular errors or ultra-high grades have fetched over $1,500 at premium auctions. So, if you have one, make sure you get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Now that you know the potential of this incredible dime, how do you check if your coin is valuable? Here's what you need to do: look at your dime under a magnifying glass or microscope. Check for luster, sharp details, and no major scratches. If your coin looks pristine, it may be worth submitting for grading. Look for off-center strikes, doubling, or missing details. If you notice any oddities, your dime could be a valuable error coin. To truly maximize its value, send your dime to a professional grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A certified coin will always sell for more. Once graded, you can sell your coin through major auction houses, online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, or even coin dealers. Always compare offers to get the best price. The next time you get some loose change, make sure to check every dime carefully, because that little 1994 P Roosevelt dime in your hand could be worth up to $1,000. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so they can check their coins too. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about rare and valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever found a rare dime? What's the most valuable coin in your collection? Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're diving into the world of coin collecting, where small change can mean big bucks. Have you ever looked at a simple dime and thought, could this be worth a fortune? Well, hold on to your seats because today, we're talking about one of the most valuable Roosevelt dimes in recent history, the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime, a coin that has stunned collectors with its unexpected worth, with some rare specimens reaching values up to $2,000. Yes, you heard that right. Before we get into why the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime is so special, let's take a quick dive into the history of the Roosevelt dime. Introduced in 1946, this coin was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the U.S. through the Great Depression and most of World War II. The dime was chosen for Roosevelt's portrait because of his pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign dedicated to eradicating polio, a disease he himself battled. Initially, these dimes were made of 90% silver, but by 1965, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition. Fast forward to 2011, and the Roosevelt dime was still being struck in billions, but few knew that some of these coins would become incredibly valuable. What makes the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime special? So what is it about the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime that makes collectors go crazy? Let's break it down. Minting errors and rare varieties. Some 2011 P dimes have been found with dramatic dyed breaks, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers, making them highly desirable to error collectors. A known error in some 2011 P dimes includes a double die obverse, DDO, where Roosevelt's face appears doubled, giving the coin a stunning visual effect. High-grade specimens, MS 67 plus and above, coins in near-perfect condition are always in demand. A standard 2011 P dime is worth only its face value, but in a high grade, graded by PCGS or NGC, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The highest recorded auction sale for a 2011 P Roosevelt dime in MS 68 condition reached $2,000. That's an insane profit for a simple dime. Low population coins. Only a handful of 2011 P dimes have been graded in the MS 68 plus range, making them scarce and extremely valuable to collectors. How to check if you have a rare 2011 P Roosevelt dime? Now, you must be wondering, do I have a valuable 2011 P dime sitting in my pocket right now? Let's find out. Check the mint mark. Look for the P mint mark just above the date on the front of the coin. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for die cracks, double dies, or missing clad layers. Condition matters. If your coin has no scratches, wear, or discoloration, it may be a high-grade specimen. Get it graded. If you believe you have a rare dime, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate its condition and value. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a way to invest in history and secure future wealth. Many people overlook the value of modern coins, assuming only old, rare coins are worth money. But as we've seen, even a 2011 dime can bring in a big payday. So the next time you receive a dime as change, take a closer look. It might just be your lucky day. The 2011 P. Roosevelt dime is proof that valuable coins aren't always ancient. Sometimes, they're hiding in plain sight. Would you check your pocket change right now? Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible coin collecting discoveries. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting! Where we uncover hidden gems in your pocket change. Have you ever thought that a simple dime, worth just 10 cents, could be hiding a small fortune? Well, today, we are diving deep into the story of the 2017 P. Roosevelt dime, a modern coin that could be worth up to $3,000. So, if you've got a handful of dimes lying around, you might want to take a closer look. Let's get started. Before we talk about why the 2017 P. Roosevelt dime is turning heads in the coin collecting world, let's take a quick journey into the history of the Roosevelt dime series. This iconic coin was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an undeniable mark on American history. But did you know that his connection to the dime is even deeper? Roosevelt was a major supporter of the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio, the disease he battled himself. So, when he passed away in 1945, it was only fitting that his image be placed on the dime. Fast forward to 2017, the year that brought us this seemingly ordinary dime. Here's what you need to know about it. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, marked by the P Mint mark, composition, 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel weight, 2.268 grams diameter, 17.91 mm edge. Read it. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these dimes, over 1.2 billion, to be exact. With so many in circulation, you might wonder, what makes some of them worth thousands of dollars? Let's find out. Now, let's get to the good stuff. The reason why a 2017 P. Roosevelt dime could sell for as much as $3,000. It's all about rare errors and high-grade specimens. Here are some of the top varieties to look out for. Off-center strikes. If the design is misaligned and part of the coin is missing, it can be highly valuable. Some 40% to 50% off-center dimes have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Missing cloud layer. If your 2017 P dime appears copper-colored on one side, it may be missing its outer nickel layer, making it incredibly rare. Full bands, FB, designation. Coins with sharp, fully defined torch lines on the reverse can bring premium prices. Collectors look for dimes graded MS67 or higher with a full bands, FB, designation, and some of these have fetched over $2,000, double die obverse, DDO, and reverse, DDR. If you notice doubling on Roosevelt's profile, the lettering, or the date, you may have a double die variety worth serious money, struck on a wrong planchet. Some rare 2017 P dimes have been found struck on a foreign planchet, or even a Lincoln cent planchet, making them highly collectible. If you're lucky enough to find a 2017 P. Roosevelt dime in top condition, meaning no scratches, bag marks, or wear, you might have something special. The highest graded dimes, especially MS68 or MS69, can fetch anywhere from $500 to $3,000. One particular example, graded MS68 Plus by PCGS, sold at an auction for $3,000, setting a record for this coin. Now that you know what to look for, how can you find one of these valuable dimes? Here are some pro tips. Search your pocket change. You never know what might turn up in everyday transactions. Check bank rolls. Buying rolls of dimes from the bank and searching through them is a popular method known as coin roll hunting. Visit coin shops and shows. Dealers sometimes sell high-grade dimes at affordable prices. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Tiny errors can be hard to spot with the naked eye. So investing in a good magnifier can help you identify hidden treasures. So, will the 2017 P. Roosevelt dime increase in value over time? The answer is very likely. Coins with rare errors, high grades, and full bands FB designations are always in demand. As more collectors focus on modern coin varieties, the value of rare 2017 P dimes could climb even higher. Could your dime be the next record breaker? Only time will tell. And that's a wrap. The 2017 P. Roosevelt dime might be sitting in your pocket, worth way more than just 10 cents. Keep your eyes peeled, check your change, and you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome coin discoveries. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a future upload. And let me know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable Roosevelt dime? I'd love to hear your stories.